Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I am Tamsila Kamar here for science subject, just assisting you in this subject. Um, Today the topic is introducing habitat. As we already learned about habitat, that it is a living place of any organisms, and organisms includes both animals and plants. Now there are few factors that should must be there for creating any habitat or for the maintenance of any habitat. That habitat needs to have air, water, temperature, controlled temperature, suitable soil conditions. Then there should must be the availability of food, shelter, and some of them are animals and or plants are depending upon each other, so other organisms also matter in this regard. Today we will discuss four of the habitat that has been given in your assignment number 3, means week third assignment. So here we go. The first one is pond habitat. सम कॉमन हैबिटेट्स जो हैं उनमें से बहुत कॉमनली फाउंड जो है वो पॉन्ड हैबिटेट है. अ स्मॉल लैंड एंड एरिया आउटसाइड द एज ऑफ द पॉन्ड. यूजुअली पीपल थिंक दैट पॉन्ड इज एक्चुअली स्मॉल contaminated water or for a small still water collection. It's not like that actually. It includes both inside and outside the edge of the pond animals and plants. And usually if we observe clearly and carefully, we will find that there is a rich kind of organisms, rich kind of animals are found, and insects and amphibians are found nearby the pond. Now why there are actually so many plants and animals around the pond? Because pond provides them with food, water, and home. Home mean it is home to many birds. It provides them food. Few of them are as I discussed before, that few of them are depending upon each other, so they are getting water. So we generally we find animals or organism on that place where their basic needs are fulfilled. So here in pond it becomes home of a lot of animals and plants, a lot of organisms. So which kind of animals and plants are found there, we are going to see in our next slide. This is a mere picture of a pond, a small pond. You can't observe in with a naked eye that which animal is here. Might be you must be thinking that we will get fish in this pond. So the initial thing that I want to make clear here, that fish in the pond is very much different from the fish in the ocean or fish in the river. There are some fishes are of cold waters and some are of warm waters, but in the pond fish is actually usually people just nourish them over there. वहाँ पर उनकी फिशरीज बनाई जाती हैं. They make their fisheries, and there means they are usually fish are found over there in the man-made fisheries, and pond is actually a natural fishery for a fish. So if you see that in the edges we can see some shades of rocks. If we just move one rock away, we will find small little beetles, insects, and worms here. So there are a lot of frogs and amphibians over there, pond skaters, insects, and birds, and it has been surrounded with the trees, so we will find birds also there. Then the organisms we can see in the picture and in the details I have shown it here, that amphibians are found here. Insects are different kinds of insects are there. Fish, pond skaters, ducks, water lily, and water hyacinth. Now here water lily and water hyacinth are from the plant category. Others are from the animals category. So from the smallest detail, in the very smallest detail, from little beetle or a little bee, we can find it even in some huge ponds. We find alligators over there. Now the next one is field habitat. Generally, people assume that field is not a habitat because we just uh, cultivate crops for a while over there and then we remove it. So, how could it be a habitat? But if we see carefully, we will find that there are a lot of animals, insects, and amphibians, and a lot of small crawling insects and snakes and snails, and these things are found over there. Even some insects, even birds and rodents and mice, and these are all, they also used to live in this kind of these fields. And though it differs that usually with the time and with the need of field and with the type of the crop that is found in that particular field, we can say that animal may differs or organisms may differ. अगर वहाँ पे हमारे पास अगर फसल लगी हुई है, गंदम की है, क्रॉप्स हैं, वीट क्रॉप है, तो इट्स नॉट मस्ट कि वही वाले इंसेक्ट्स हमें वहाँ पे मिलेंगे जो हमें मकई के या ग्राम जो चने होते हैं उनके खेत में, ग्राम फील्ड्स में, डिफरेंट फील्ड्स में वो मिलेंगे. According to vegetations, the type of insects and types of organisms differs. Then here comes that what kind of generally the organisms are found here. Rodents, snails, bees, grasshoppers, mites, termites, snakes, snails, ladybirds, spiders, beetles, ladybirds, a lot of different insects are and animals are found here. Now, in the first look, they seem like a lush green, fresh looking. But when if we start moving inside it, it become very much difficult for us to move because we might be hit by some mouse, or any snake could hurt us, or we could be bitten by any kind of termite or mite. So it's not as much fresh looking, or it is some it like it seems. There are a lot of a huge kind of organisms are there, and sometimes there are some other kind of plants, or the ferns kind of plants are grown over there in the actual kind of crop. Now, the next topic is garden habitat. This is another commonly found habitat. The I think most found habitat is the garden habitat because हमारे घरों में, हमारे schools में, हमारे parks में, हमारे nearby areas में, there are small parks and gardens, and they are being maintained by some particular people like the gardeners, or in the home we maintain it by ourselves. So the kind of birds we find here does vary from areas to area, but there are a lot of kind of birds, flowers, ferns, insects, snails, worms over there. So it is also a rich kind of a habitat, means with a lot of different organisms. Conditions, the climatic conditions of gardens are actually humid, warm, a little bit warm conditions serves the plants better. Bushes and trees and flowers and evergreen plants are found here, and we need to maintain humidity. That's why we used to water the plants with the time to time, and um, we just water them just to maintain the humidity around. Garden organisms includes like birds, snails, ladybirds, and squirrels. These kind of organisms are found in the garden habitat. The next one is the seashore habitat. Seashore habitat is actually where the sea is, where the ocean is. It is the beach. Usually we call it a beach. It is the seaside of the sea of the that particular ocean. So seashore conditions here I have shown the seagull bird. Sometimes it becomes dry and sometimes it becomes submerged with water. And beneath the rocks, we find different kind of snails and worms, and animals like birds are usually found. Look at this little seagull legs. it it they are actually in literature we consider them that they might be some ugly looking, because this bird is very cute but its legs are too long, though God has some secrets behind it. But it is a cute little bird, and we generally found it next to the seashores. It is not a commonly found bird in the plain areas. It is just at the sea. It just found at the seashores. It's called seagull. Then seashore organisms. Seashore organisms include starfish, clam, hermit crab, seagull, grey seal, and oysters. Now, starfish, clam, hermit, and seagulls are just found at near next to the seashores. They are not present in the commonly found rivers or the ponds. Now, my dear students, the question here I are that are included in your assignment 3 is name the organisms that are found in a pond habitat. Just go back, go back to my presentation, see it once again, and you will found we just discussed that what kind of organisms are found here in the pond. We are not going to write only the animals, we are going to write the plants as well. Then B belong to which type of habitat? B is generally found in two types of habitats. It is also found in the garden and in the field habitat at the same time. So you can mention both. Then draw a butterfly, and where does it live? Butterfly is very cute and it is also found in different kind of habitat. You whatever comes in your mind, you can write all the though 2 to 3 types of those habitat. Then do all types of fish live in pond? All types of fish live? No, I just explained it. And what is the reason? You have to write the details that why all types of fish are not present in the pond. Then where do earthworm live? Earthworm is also found in different kinds of more than one kind of habitat. So you are going to mention all those kind of habitats. Where does algae belong to? Okay, in the last um, slide, I just told you about about oyster, gray seals, and where I have mentioned that what one of the slide was about plants. Yes, beach pea, samphire, seaweed, algae, and seaweed and fungi. These are the plants of the seashore, and few of them are edible. Means people used to eat them or use in different kind of recipes. But algae, seaweed, and fungi, they are not edible. They are just found inside an ocean, and sometimes they just when they are floating, they just float along with the waves of the sea, and they become deposit at the at the ocean banks, at the seashores. So fungi, algae, and seaweed, these are the plants that are also present at seashore, but they are not edible, they are not eatable. So now I think these all the questions, all the queries of the week 3 are very much clear to you. Now you will feel very comfortable to complete your answers. Still, if there would be any query, I am here for you. Signing off, Tamsila Kamar. Thank you very much.